back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am here with just a one-page layout, but I am actually going to be creating my own background. I have a picture of my kids from last March up on our hill out back. We were going for a hike, and I was going through the new Heidi Swap Carefree project pad, and there is a piece of vellum that has like hills and clouds and stuff, and it gave me this idea to kind of create my own background. So what I did before I started the layout, I went through all my paper pads and loose papers, and found a bunch of green paper that I thought looked well together. And then I also found that scrap up at the top, that lighter blue for the sky. And so what I did is I just kind of created my own hills with each of the papers. Just freehanded it, no really rhyme or reason to anything, or how I cut the paper. I just tried to make it look hilly, and did kind of try to alternate, I guess, where I started the hill. So like that one's mid-hill, this one's kind of towards the top, if you can tell on the right hand side, if that makes sense. And so I did decide to trim down the paper just for some scraps if I want to use them, later. I did trim down the bottom of a couple of them. The base page, honestly, is a piece of paper from a paper pad that I didn't think I would ever use. So I just flipped it over for the white side just to have, a good 12 by 12 base. And then what I did, once I had kind of the design for the hills, I went through and just kind of layered some more. Placed some smaller hills, I guess, in some of the, I'll call them divots. Valleys. There we go. Valleys. So I just honestly layered like crazy, and really like how it turned out. This day that I did this layout, I honestly went out to the she shed just to have fun. I mean, when I go out there, it's always fun, but this day in particular, I did this layout. I did some mixed media that you'll see, and another heritage layout, and it was just so fun. I had been on vacation and not really in the she shed for even a couple weeks beforehand, so I was kind of worried. I usually come back and I'm kind of in a slump, but this day just kind of, I don't know, it was fun. I guess that's all. Yeah, I don't know, it was just a lot of fun. So when I was going through looking for the green papers, I found a couple that had clouds on them as well. And I knew I kind of wanted to do, add some clouds to my sky to really kind of make my background. So what I'm doing, I'm just fussy cutting the different clouds. I really like that. The two that are on the page right there, they are from, I believe, a Chamel travel paper pad. And I just like them because they're pretty much already layered for you, or look layered. And so I just end up adding a couple of extras from a different paper to layer even more. And I think that's probably going to be it. So then I had this Chamel, I think it's Head in the Clouds stamp set. And it has some clouds in it. So I thought that was perfect. I used speckled egg. So from here you can't really see very well, the stamps on the blue. It is kind of a similar color. So I just staggered some around the page and layered them under the bigger cloud embellishments. And then I'm going to pop the bigger ones up on some foam tape and just give it some dimension. The bottom's layered, but there's not really dimension. I did kind of leave the tops of the hills unglued. they're not, yeah, I didn't really glue many of the tops. The sides are, but it kind of gives a little bit of a look of dimension, I think, because they're not tightly glued down. So I am going to use, I think that is the end of the base page. Um, and I was going to just set it aside. You know, I came out, have fun, but then I decided to um, finish the layout. So I think I'm looking for the picture. I knew exactly what picture I wanted. And to be quite honest, it signifies a lot more. I think so. I have two of them here. I think you'll see. And I honestly think I'm going to keep one for my album and scrapbook it and journal journal a lot on that layout, because this picture does signify kind of a new beginning for me. This was my last day working as a nurse last spring. Um, when COVID hit, it just made sense for me to stay home with the kids. And it happened to be my oldest son's birthday. So it's just a lot of memories with this picture. So I'll probably do a layout to put in my album as well. This one will go in his, but so honestly, when I started, I didn't really know what embellishments I was going to use because, like I said, I came out to have fun and just kind of see how it would look, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But I had these Bella Boulevard, I don't know what collection it is, but they're outdoorsy ephemera. And then I also have this Kaiser Craft ephemera kit as well. So I really liked these things. So Much Wonder. Wild is my favorite color. And then that little heart says outdoors. I didn't want to embellish a lot because I wanted the base page to almost be the focus because it is just different, unique, different than what I usually do. So I popped that outdoors up on some foam tape to, again, give it some dimension. I took that arrow out of the Kaiser Craft collection there. And honestly, that's about all I think I'm going to do. There are some trees in the Kaiser Craft collection, and I kind of wondered if I should include them on the layout somewhere or not. So I think I'm going to place them to the left hand side of the photo for you guys to look at. You can see me kind of thinking, do I add more? Do I not add more? So here's where I get those trees. So do you think I should add the trees to the left-hand side? Leave it how it is? Add the trees somewhere else? I remembered after the fact, I did just recently purchase a die cut of trees. So I could also kind of do that. But here I'm just going to add enamel dots to each of the clusters. I added the ones kind of around the rounded part of the heart. I thought that was kind of fun. But other than that, that is going to finish off this layout. I hope you enjoyed. I had so much fun creating this one and hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.